Hi guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be talking all about my wedding and like wedding planning and the things I've done, my vision for my wedding, just a lot of wedding related stuff, including like even my fiance's tux and our save the date. So it's a lot of wedding stuff. I'm going to try to squeeze it all into one video, but I will be making more videos. Let me know like exactly what you guys want to see in regards to my wedding. I know you guys have been asking for wedding vlogs, so this is actually even kind of a little bit of a wedding vlog in here as well. But yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to share these things with you guys if you guys are planning a wedding or just like for fun for future weddings. I know before I ever was engaged, like I loved looking at wedding stuff, even though it had nothing to do with me. It was just like something fun to dream about, which is kind of crazy to think that this is my life. And I'm so thankful and I feel super blessed, and I'm so thankful for you guys as well. But anyways, I have my little dream notebook right here, and I wrote down some notes of the things that I kind of wanted to go over. Beginning with my vision, I know you guys are kind of curious to know like what my wedding's gonna look like and all that fun stuff. So I did go on Pinterest a lot. That's where I got a ton of my ideas, where like how I decided on what flowers I wanted and what color scheme and all that good stuff. So I basically really wanted an outdoor wedding. So my wedding is going to be all outdoors, including the ceremony and the reception, cocktail, everything's all outdoors. So when you're planning something like that, you do have to keep in mind the weather, because you are basically working with the weather. If it's going to be super hot or if it could even rain, you have to have like a backup plan. So it is something to consider if you are thinking about an outdoor wedding. So yeah, back to as far as my vision, I wanted outdoors. I wanted the whole rustic theme. I wanted it to be romantic and really timeless. Keep in mind, like that is one of the words that I've gone over and over and over and over again. Like anytime I like book something or decide on a color or decide on something, I always ask myself, is this timeless? Even though it's kind of trendy right now and it's like super pretty right now, like am I gonna look back at it 10 years later and be like, what was I thinking with that color? So one of the words that, like I said, that I always keep in mind is timeless. Like make sure it's something timeless and make sure it's just something that you absolutely love. Maybe you don't mind if it's not timeless. It's something that you love at the time and it works for you, so go with that. So once I kind of had my vision or an idea of what I thought my vision was, I did have to budget. Budgeting is going to be a huge thing. And also in regards to wedding planning and budgeting and all that, I do suggest getting a wedding planner if you're somebody who's not really good with that stuff, or if you're like afraid, or if you stress really easily. My wedding planner is so amazing. Like I was actually referred to her through my florist, and I fell in love with my florist. So when you talk to one of your vendors, ask them who they like working with, because a lot of times they have really awesome referrals, and a lot of the times if that vendor is working with your budget, most likely, hopefully, the person that they refer is always going to work within your budget. Anyways, budgeting for me, I kind of came up with a number that was realistic and that I felt like was a good number for my wedding. I am getting some help from family, so that is also something that you have to, I mean, as weird as it sounds, you kind of have to know if you're gonna get any help or not in regards to like finances and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna get too much into the whole budgeting aspect, because I feel like that's kind of personal, and that's like everyone's different on that, and some people are gonna spend a ton of money on this and a ton of money on that. So it's really all just preference and what you like. Keep in mind that for me at least, and what I found through doing a ton of research and through booking my vendors and all that, some of the most expensive stuff was the catering, aka like the food and drinks and dessert and all that stuff is gonna be probably the most expensive, I'm pretty sure. So it was that. The flowers are going to be very expensive unless you're going a very affordable route and you're going to do something very simple. And then also all your rentals like tables and chairs and all the glassware and flatware and all that stuff is going to add up also. So those are like the biggest things to budget for, I feel like. Which brings me to my next little tip. After you have your vision and you know what you want, for example, I wanted everything outdoors, picking your venue is going to be a little time consuming because so many venues have different rules and restrictions and whatnot. So for example, you might fall in love with the venue, but they only have a required catering, or they have in-house catering, and that food that they have is not something that you want at all, or it's extremely expensive. So things like that you have to keep in mind. Or you can go the route that I'm actually going, and it's actually, there was a fee for the venue, and then everything else is basically like DIY. Like I had to get my own catering, have to get my own flowers. It comes with absolutely nothing. It's just a flat fee of the rental, and then everything else I have to get myself, which for me, as picky as I am, I figured this would be the best option for me, because I have the option to get whatever food I want. I have the option to get any rentals. I have the option. Like, there's just so many things that go into it that you don't realize, and there's a lot of venues that have their own tables and their own linens and their own stuff, and they do let you sometimes go out and get your own vendors and search for your own stuff, but sometimes they have a very strict list of who you can go through, and that gets kind of difficult sometimes, at least for me. But if you're somebody who just likes to like give me the whole shebang, you can get an all-inclusive venue that comes with absolutely everything, and you guys will find that out once you start looking. But yeah, those are just some little things I wanted to tell you guys to keep in mind. The last two things I'm going to go over are all related to my personal wedding. I'm going to show you guys my save the dates because I figured it'd be kind of fun to show you guys and like let you guys know how we went about it. So these are our save the dates. It just says the date, which is actually September 18th of this year. You guys have all been asking me when my wedding is. It's this year in September. I wanted the fall wedding. In Southern California, it doesn't ever really get to a fall season, so it's kind of like a fake fall, I guess you could say. It's probably most likely going to be pretty hot on this day, and I've accepted it. So see, once again, going back to the whole weather thing, you're working with the weather, and that was something that I had to accept. And it just says our names. It says Arlyne and Weston, and we're getting married in Temecula, California. If you guys know where that's at, there's a lot of wine there, and it's all outdoors and really pretty. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, and so then the back of it just has like this like very ethereal romantic design, and it says please save the date. And then the envelope has the same exact design on it. And then on the back it has the address. I'm not gonna show you guys that, but basically the way I went about this is I found some like designs that I really liked. I really wanted something simple, and I wanted it to be a picture of us, and I wanted it to be a different picture. I love this picture. It's us dancing like in the middle of like a road with trees around us, and I just thought it was so pretty. I couldn't pass it up. And the way I went about it is these are from our engagement pictures, and I added text on top of it. I actually designed this whole thing myself. And I believe it made it a little bit more affordable actually. It was actually really, really easy to do. You can just like mess with tools and stuff. I used PicMonkey, by the way. And yeah, that's how I designed it. The back of it, I bought the design, the ethereal design that you guys see. I bought that on Etsy. Etsy is an amazing place to go on to find like designs of like florals and stuff like that. You could search like wedding invitation, clip art, and stuff like that, and you'll come across some really pretty stuff. And that's how I got this design that you guys see. And I just put them all together, and then I wrote please save the date in one of my favorite fonts. And then I did the same exact thing for the envelope. So those are our save the dates. And now last but not least, moving on to the whole like groom's tux, my fiance's tux. I knew what color I wanted. There was actually two colors that I was between, and I asked him what he wanted, and he chose the blue color. So you guys will see, it's kind of the color of the year. When we went to try on the tuxes, the guy even told us like this is the color of the year, and a ton of grooms have been using this color, and I really like it. I feel like it's timeless. We decided on the navy blue color. I didn't want like a super, super dark blue. I don't want it to look black. I want the blue to stand out. So it's kind of right there. It's like a navy blue, but it's not extremely dark, if that makes sense. And then as far as the vest underneath, and then the shirt and the tie and all that stuff, you kind of have to just decide that on your own. Once again, Pinterest was my best friend for this. And for his groomsmen, I decided on like a gray color. I want him to stand out, so I don't want them all to be wearing the same thing. I personally don't like that. I want him to stand out, so they're gonna be wearing gray. He's gonna have some like other gray. His tie is gonna match the bridesmaids' dresses, and he really wants like a tie clip. It's just gonna be a very classic look, but with the colors that we really, really like and that actually tie in with our wedding. So I'm gonna jump into a little clip of us shopping for his suit.
All right, girls. Yeah. Welcome to Weston spin class. Asses out of the seats, girls. You do not want your husbands leaving you. This is the OC. Oh, girls, out of the seats. Out of the seats. I don't know. This is my like pedaling version.
Okay, that's the pedaling?
Yeah. I guess I should be like this. All right. All right, girls. When the beat drops, I need butts out of the chairs. And we need those weights up, all right? Take your breather now.
Take your breather now?
Take your breather now. Here we go. Here we go. SOC, push it, girls. Come on, girls. Patricia, come on. Come on.
Oh my God. Woo!
Woo! Good spin class, girls.
It's my favorite class. It's my favorite class.
Girls.
2 p.m. on Fridays. My favorite spin class.
Spin with Wes.
Spin with Wes. Do it. Buy me a ring.
I did this motion while you were doing it.
Treat me like a lady. We're gonna go find Weston his suit. Looking at Blue. See how handsome you're looking at? Yeah, model boy.
I don't know.
How handsome does this handsome look? Swag. Swag.
What do you think, Armani? What do you think? Armani? We got the vibe. We got the...
You look so cute.
Okay, so that completes everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it somewhat helpful, or just fun to watch, because like I said, I love watching videos like this. Like, I love wedding related stuff. Let me know exactly what you guys want to see, because I do plan on making more wedding videos, and I am planning on some actually like really fun wedding stuff with my wedding planner, because like I said, she's so freaking awesome and she has some really awesome ideas. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys want to see. Yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video if you guys liked it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat. I made that public. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.